today reading. It's so nice to be here with you. How are you all doing? Hope you're hanging in there, thinking about you so much and praying for you and sending you love. And, hope you're feeling well. Sorry about, I missed last week. We were actually out in our RV in the middle of nowhere, and it was very hard to get service and just kind of difficult not being in our space. But we were able to make our way back home, and we're back home in Miami, on lockdown like everybody else, but doing well, just doing work and homeschooling, which has been interesting. So you're going to hear a lot of noise in the background because I have 3 kids, and they're like each having to be in individual rooms, and thankfully we have enough rooms. I'm in another room so that everybody can do their work quietly. So I hope you can hang in there with me. So here at Nikki Novo Co, we're really trying to help and support and adjust the way we do things in order to support the needs that are out there now. So we're doing a few different things, and I just want to let you know of those things. So first things first is we're trying to put out more meditations. I know a lot of you are meditating, which I'm so excited about. If you've ever done a meditation of mine, I like to do energetic healings in them as well. So they're guided meditations, but they're also healings. And we're putting one out this week called the Loneliness Meditation, which I know sounds so sad, but it's really for people who may find themselves alone in this lockdown, and those of us who are trying to bring love into our lives and things like that, but really feeling oh man, this is really a damper in my plans. So I made that specifically for you. It's called a Loneliness Meditation. It is more of a healing more than anything, and it's really to shift that feeling out and bring in a new feeling. And so I'm excited about that. We should have that up either end of day today or tomorrow. If you feel called to that, just feel free to send me a DM with your email address, and I'll make sure to let you know once it's out. What else? Oh, we are doing group readings, which is something I have not done, at least not online, before, which I'm really excited about because I know a lot of you have questions, a lot of you have just things that you would like channeled, but can't necessarily do a full reading with me. So we're doing a group reading, which is significantly less expensive, obviously. It's $39 a person, and what we're going to do, and please be patient with me because it's the first time I've done this online. So we're going to do 11 people in the group. It's $39 per person. For every 10 people we do, we're going to give one for free to somebody who has lost their job and just needs some sort of answers. So if you're interested in that, just reach out to us, DM us, and we'll have probably a better way of doing this. And basically, you're going to submit a question. If you sign up for the $39 reading, you submit a question. I'm going to meditate on it before, like I always do in all my readings. And then we're going to show up at a certain time via Zoom, and I'm going to go and deliver the message that I was able to channel based off what you submitted, and we'll be able to exchange. There's going to be other people in the Zoom call. We'll probably split it up by time so that you don't necessarily have to sit around the whole time. But we're trying to be efficient, so we'll have everybody back to back. So you will hear other people's answers, but you probably won't know who they are, so it'll be okay. So if you're interested in the group reading, we're going to do a first come, first serve basis. You feel free to DM me. Again, that's something we're going to have the links to and the ability to sign up for in the next 2 days or so. But if you are listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, I need that, feel free to reach out. What else? Soul Seeker. It's free, you guys, right now. Not the course, not the programs, but the group, and there's so much value in that group. I teach a lot. I answer a lot of questions. I spend an hour with you every week. So if you haven't already, please join the Facebook group. We had a great first-time session last week, and I just would love to have you in there. And it's very uplifting. It's a must. So please join. That's the Soul Seeker Facebook group. We have it all over our Instagram, and we'll have it on. And if you happen to not find a link, just again DM me. On Facebook, it's called Soul Seeker Masterclass. That's what it's called. And then lastly, we have the intuitive dating method available. So it's a great time, even though you're probably thinking that your dating life is on hold. It's not. It's a great time to do the intuitive dating method because we do a lot of the inner work that needs to be done to be able to call in that it's called In That Relationship, to do it intuitively. The whole program is me teaching you how to date intuitively. It's not just a course. There are online videos, so there's like phases, but on top of that, I'm with you every month, and I'm answering questions twice a month, so I'm with you. It's like a group coaching. So, and that's $67 a month, and you can jump in and jump out, no commitment. So yeah, those are the things that we're doing, and we're trying to, move and be flexible, move as quickly as we can to support you guys. If there's anything else you think that you could use as support, please let me know. That's what we're doing here. So, all right, very long announcements. Let's do the cards, okay? So you're gonna pick, I'm gonna pull 2 cards. You're gonna ask yourself a question, and you're gonna decide if your question is gonna be answered by card number 1 or card number 2. All right? Card number 1. Of course. New beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. So this card is about new beginnings. This card is saying that there has been some sort of ending, and that this is a new beginning. And the thing about endings and new beginnings is that this is the ending and this is a new beginning. They're like hand in hand. So an ending may look like exactly what we're experiencing, a crisis, a crumbling of something, things falling apart. It looks really ugly because it's dying, it's death. It's something that's really scary. And it looks bad because that's usually what an ending looks like. But what we forget a lot of times about ending is that just on the other side is a new beginning. And new beginnings are, they might be weird, but they're beautiful and they're fresh and they're what we need. So that's really what this card is about. This card is about looking forward and not getting caught up in the past, not beating yourself up for maybe not doing things correctly or missing some stuff. This is really about like how am I going to, it's really about like listening about where my future is trying to take me and finding that middle ground between like what I want my future to be like, but also really listening to how I'm supposed to make that future. Because remember, like, you've set out that intention of what you want for your future, and it's your job to hold that intention. But the how is not up to us. The how is going to be up to the universe, and we get really caught up in thinking that like the how is supposed to look a certain way. So this is really a time to be like, not a time of like, oh my gosh, none of that's going to happen. All the stuff that I wanted, it's not going to happen. It's not about that. It's about, it's like I can feel it. I'm being brought and told how to do it, and I'm going to be humble about that, and I'm going to trust that at the end of the day, all paths lead to the same place. So this is what the universe is teaching me how to do it, and this may look very different than where I was headed, and very different to how I was doing it. I'm open to how it's supposed to be done and how I'm supposed to be getting there. So that's what this card is about. I'm trying to go fast because we can only do like 10 minutes on IGTV. All right, next card. Card number 2. Divine guidance. So the search for meaning in life, consider an alternative approach. Surround yourself with wise teacher or friends. So this is really about whatever question you're asking. This is really about taking a spiritual perspective, so a higher view from there, that we are too zoomed in, you're too logical and practical about it, and you have to see the bigger picture, and you have to be able to go higher than that. So this is a good time to listen to your spiritual teachers, to kind of really just sit back and observe how, what the message is. There's a message here for you. You need to take that more spiritual approach, that you're too zoomed in, and that zoom inness is scary, because from that vantage, you can't see anything in front of you. But if you zoom out, you can see a lot more. And that's why with the zoom in, it's scary. You need to zoom out. Okay? So that's card number 2. Okay, I think I made 10 minutes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If there's anything else I can do to support you during this time, I would love